in another episode of Daytime Art. Dun, 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 dun. Imagine a soap opera. Imagine this is a soap opera. Today we celebrate the color of art. Art in motion or not at all, capturing that still moment into this space. Under the bright sun, calm clouds, chaos reigns. Down, splitting blue into yellow and red. And this is to amuse you, to sow seeds of creativity, to give you rest from a world on fire. And indeed, our world today is on fire. And without much further ado, we will begin to rest in this moment. Rest and try to create something new. And this is what I was thinking about doing. Stormy seas against a backdrop of a wildfire sky. A little boat tossed and turned in the waves. Journeys from here to there. And this is what we will attempt to do today on And I Am Random Chatty Guy. I am a random guy who is doing this, who is trying to capture this scene on this snow white page. And let's begin with this color of paint. Blue. Ultra blue. You'll need a little bit of that. A little cadmium red for the sky, for the highlights. Lots of titanium white. We can't paint the world without titanium white to tone down those notes. And lots of yellow today for our waves, our light, our ground. Happy little clouds in the sky. Oh, I don't know, Bridget, how many people are actually watching. I see 4, 8, maybe more right now. Sometimes there's more. I just turned the camera on, after all. A little yellow. And anything else here? I think I got everything, right? I got my primaries, I got some yellow. And let's begin with making a sky. Maybe not a not so blue sky, but I don't know. I am just here to amuse you. Amusing you with this brush. A wildfire sky, that's what we're looking at. Some yellows. Yellows toned down with white. Tad bit of red streaked in there. More of this. It is wildfire season after all. So we got these clouds in here. Maybe toward the horizon, just a little bit of red down here on the horizon coming up. There's no sunset in this one. Maybe the sun's already set. Maybe it is a long ways away. A little bit over more here. Kind of streaked in there. Kind of like that. We're going to let that dry. But before that, I'm going to peel off the tape to get the nice straight horizon line. This here is actually poster paper. You can paint on anything. This makes a nice surface to paint on. Now, I'm going to blow this out here because I want to put a boat in here. I'm going to put a little boat. Well, hello, Sebastian. Hello, Simone, and hello, Bridget. All right, Sebastian. We will be combining. Hi. I'm just going to get going. Well, should I freehand it? No, we can't leave freehand to fate here because... So we're just going to put in over here a little boat. And I need to dry that off there. So just a little rowboat. Nothing too perfect because it is art after all. Thank you. Thank you, Sebas. So we're just going to pencil in a little boat, and there'll be a mast here. And that we're going to have this that's kind of in there and out of there, that's out on the horizon. And I'm going to shift over to another brush, and we're going to put in some blue waves, some blue ocean, but we're going to tone this down a lot. We're going to want this the ocean to be just a bit more purpley. It's sort of a toned down purpley color because there's a lot of red in the sky because it's on fire with wildfires. This is just a practice piece because I am going to be creating a much larger uh, scene, very similar to this, on a canvas, larger canvas. So I know that it's kind of there. It's kind of in here like this. Not completely exact, but I think we need to put in some ground for this perspective. I need a different brush. For doing the ground, I like in the distance, I like using a brush like this. It has a lot of the bristles rubbed away, so it can be used. You can run it across. We're going to put some ground breaks in over here and over here. And so I'm going to need more of a brownish color. And to get that, we'll use this yellow oxide over here. And we're going to mix that with some red just to make it a little, darken it up. Add in quite a bit more of this. Kind of make it a nice darker, really a darker color. But this is sort of brown. I want to get it a little bit more greenish. So we'll add some more of this yellow and tone it down with a little bit of blue. Take a little bit of this blue, making a brown color. This is sort of a rust brown color, the color of iron, rusty iron, and that's fine. And then let's just see here. So we're gonna put in just a little bit of rock over here, off in the distance, and then over here too. We can come in and take a tad bit of this black. I'm going to take some of this black here, and we'll mix it in down here. Now I have too much on the brush, so I need to take some off. Sun's not really in the sky, so just a little bit of, maybe like a little haystack rock. Happy little rock off over there. Coming out here. A little bit in here. It's not exact. Exact's not really that important. But let's clean this off the brush. Oh. Hello, Evie. Welcome. Looks like I have already destroyed my painting. But that's all right. I'm going to want to put some shore in too, up closer. Maybe. They'll have some gentle waves in here. This is just blocking in the color right now. We're just... Yes, I saw your comment on your smart idea. I'm going to take this over here, this color, and we're going to tone it down with some more titanium white. So kind of bring this up forward like this. The sky is reflected down here, the sky and down here, and it's kind of reflected together. Maybe taking in a little of this. Yes. So kind of in here, I'm going to bring in some more titanium white into this. Like that. But this is just color blocking is all this is. But before we go any further, I'm going to color block in my little boat. We'll use this black over here. I'm hoping that this works better than kindergarten art. So right about here, got a hair in there. Thank you, Evie, for your praise. You're very kind. This is like just a little sailboat. Has a mast. Goes up from here. It may not be quite in proportion, but you know, it's all... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it looks better than kindergarten. I don't know. But we'll see. It may look better. It may not. We want to make in some more of this darker colors. A brown. This now is more like gray. Add a little of this red to it. I don't know. One of my grandnieces is like second grade age, and she's like a really good artist. Her dad was an exceptional artist too. I need a different color altogether to do this, I think. I may have to actually go into my brown. You know, talent kind of begins at... People can be really talented. Family reunion is on in a couple days. Saturday. No, I'm having it on Saturday. Today is Thursday, and today is after this painting, it is a prep session time. So this little boat's got a kind of a brownish color. We'll just bring it up to a brown, and then I'll start adding some more colors in later. It's not perfect, but we'll just kind of show the spines of the boat look like this. Maybe a little bit of red in the boat here. It's kind of a little red. Maybe not. We can just change that color later. It's fine. I don't like how this is. I don't like how it is at all. I'm going to blend it down. It's kind of see-through and transparent, which means it does need quite a few more layers. See, this is the part where it's kindergartenish because I am not. Let's come and back and do waves. Kind of want to add a little bit of this color in over here. Get that more grayer color. Just a little bit of this yellow. A little bit of this yellow. And so off in the distance it has some little bit more shadows, more green. So we're kind of looking at here, a little more of that. Some more darker colors in the distance. That looks like brown. You have a snake. What kind of snake? Off there. A non-poisonous one. Is it a big one or a small snake? I'm gonna leave this white over here because it looks like white sands. White sands is what that looks like. It's a nice, inviting. Looks nice and inviting. Come up over here. Some more of this color. Kind of, I want to make it seem like there's this wave coming through here. I think my waves are kind of flowing this direction. So it's like the water is flowing this way even further. Really a stormy sea. So it's not necessarily is it waves coming at you. But there is waves coming at you. Maybe over here. Again, this corn snake, it's a cuddly bear, huh? Yeah, I don't know about snakes, but so we got the seas. Kind of water coming in here. It's flowing against the shore. Kind of in that, in here. Maybe back here we have a bit more, it's kind of blocking it in. Maybe a little bit more this way. Gonna get a break, I don't know. Has a bit of a turbulent sea look. Over here with the blues, the toned down blues. We'll add some red to it just to get a little purplish tones. Purple tones. Purple tones. A little bit more red. Darker, purpley tones. Kind of like, not too, like a darker over there. I want to get the sense of, I'm going to take a little bit of this white. We'll tone things down. My brush is actually too big. I need to change brushes. It's got too much surface area. Let's go to this one here. Holds way less paint and kind of working it in. Maybe it doesn't look like the sea. Maybe it looks more like a raging river. But that's okay. Or a lake, a great lake, black seas, the seas of imagination. Kind of, this big swell here, coming up and around, swirling around and coming in. This boat is sort of fighting in here. Normally, if you were doing a painting, you wouldn't be doing it on camera. You would be taking your time, to not rush it, to get everything right. You just feel the water on the land. Maybe the water and the land is kind of in here. It's flowing across the shore. Sometimes when you leave white space in, it adds to the drama of the piece. I may actually just leave all this white space in here for dramatic effect. Maybe it's light, but we'll see. You come over here and we're adding a little bit of yellow in here. A bit of yellow into this red. So it's kind of an orangey color. We got to tone it way, way down. It's just some of the tone way, way down. More tone down. Add some more blue back in so it gets it that greenish, purplish color. Well, thank you. You're getting a cat today? How many cats do you have, Evie? Kind of got these spots. The important thing is when you are doing this, you're really just using your imagination just to feel what that water is like. To feel it. This is like water that's washing over a sandbar. More like than water that's washing over the shore. Usually, in times past, this is where boats ran aground. Starting here. I might just indicate that this is actually still part of the sea. It's just a little bit calmer here. A little bit calmer here. Water's coming in. It's not waves breaking over the sea. It is. Let's add a little bit of darkness to it. A little bit of that. Let's go in and take some more of this purple. More here and a little bit more of the purple. It's there. It's okay. Back in with the white. A little bit of white on the surface. Sort of muddy. Come in. Bring it all in here. So, if you're looking at it, there's a bit of drama here. All this white over here adds to the drama of this whole package. It looks unfinished, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. But I'm going to go back in here and work some more on that. This is kind of dry here, so I think I'm going to run the outline of... No, not yet. One of the things that we can do is use colored pencils. Hello Evie again. Let's take this color. And we're going to use it just to do some accents in here. Trying to shape these waves on the backside. Just sort of color shaping. Color shaping here. And these are watercolor pencils. Hello, Pat. Thank you. Thank you very much for your praise. You're very kind. So I'm just sort of texturing the water here. This paper is rather it's actually poster paper. It's not canvas or watercolor paper or anything like that. It's coming here, we're kind of texturing. Just a little bit of texturing. Then you come back in with some water, like here. This will just sort of move in there. See here. Thank you very much. So that just added some more color to it. And so if I come back in here, I'm adding a lot of water onto this And we're pulling this color back, pulling it over here, and pulling it in here. I'm just texturing the water to make it look stormy. A little bit more water into my brush, coming around here. Got this boat just going through this big swell over there. Giving it just a really rough water against the backdrop of a wildfire sky. Thank you. Thank you. Coming on the backs. A little bit more color in here. It's okay. We have some color. Because it depends on where's the light at. That's one of the things that you do have to consider when you are painting, is where is the... Oh, your grandmother's watching me at you too. Well, say hello. Hello, all of you out there watching. Coming up over here. I'm gonna go back in up over here. Let's add some more yellow into there. I'm gonna highlight, I think the light's coming in this way, like this. I think that's where the light's coming. So just a little bit. Well, thank you. Thank you, Pat. Thank you for your kind words. I'm just gonna put that little bit of a... Yeah, that may be too... I may have ruined this painting already. But oh well, you know. I'm gonna put this light in over here. It is though. Let's take the blue and take this blue over here. Kind of a darker green coming this way. Kind of, it sort of layers it in here. This blue is kind of hard to work with. It doesn't mix, and this paper is also hard to work with too, because it's thank you. I don't really know what that little green thing is. I feel very out of place in this world of emojis and all those things. I'm kind of coming over this way. It's got some big waves over here. And we'll take a little bit of this white mixed in with this, and sort of stippling down into here. Kind of an unusual way because it is so straight. Waves like this really don't exist in nature too much. But you know, in this little world it is. It's existing this way. Kind of peters out over here. Oh, I gotta fix that wave. Okay, it's alright. Come back here with this. This is where it's the kindergarten side coming in, because it's not behaving. I really don't like the shape of this wave. Sort of petering out over here. Well, I'm into this 47 minutes. So this is what we did yesterday. I painted this some more last night. So what do you think, Evie? I guess some people thought it was a goat. I'm going to... I need to breathe. Okay. This will work, I think. It's breaking over here. Kind of blending in. Just a little more pure white, just sort of coming in here. Breaking. The wave is broken onto this sandbot bar here. Kind of shape it over this direction here. And take this bit of this okay. Kind of in there. There we go. Well, anyways, I will probably just leave this section out because I don't really like how it looks. It's just, oh, this is the frustrating part about doing art, that sometimes it really This brush is not working. Sometimes things just don't behave. The colors doesn't shape and behave the way it should in your imagination. And I want to go back in over here with this color over there. We'll mix it in with some more white and do this here. You know what? I'm just gonna skip this whole section, and we ain't gonna you ain't gonna see it again. And we're gonna go back in, work over here. Sort of muddy yellow waters. The sun is over there. There we go. I'm liking that better. Liking that a lot better now. The different colors of the water. We're gonna make coming up here with this as well. I'm going to put in another wave up here. The stormy seas. Coming on the backstroke. A bit more of the red. Well, that's too much, but that's okay. We're just going to mix it down to purple. And come in very lightly, like this, and build some waves over here. We go in on top of that. Just kind of stormy waves. Stormy sea. Thank you. Thank you very much for those who are watching in, and if you would find my art interesting, even remotely so, you could do me a favor by subbing and liking this stream. I would very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. White. Let's just get some of this more white. We're gonna just come in, white caps over here. Just coming in here. Because this is just practice, this zone in here, which is I feel like I've ruined it, it's fine because you just move on and you go on to the next zone. And the next time, because when you do practice work, and you want to, let's say, move on to a larger canvas, it's good to get all the practice in before you start laying the paintbrush on a big canvas. We're going to move this in here like that. Pick up some more of this blue and it's kind of this darker water. Blend, blend, blend. But it has this there it is, like that. A little bit of a stormy wave. Coming back in here because I'm going to add in just a little bit more of this white in here. Because this is really where those waves are breaking. It's over here. Breaking onto the white sands. The white sands of the beach. In the boiling bay here. And stormy bay. Like that. How's that look? Looks like a real stormy sea. Some more of this white here. Kind of just lightly brushing it on here. Gives like this, the motion here, this sort of a, you like the beating? Thank you. Just sort of a, the waves are just coming in really fast. The wind is blowing this way. It's coming in this way. And the sun is back over here. Just out of frame. The light is showing in. You can see the light coming right in. Just like that. But it also kind of looks like the light is shining in through here. Shining in white. Shining in white. Movement of the water. Movement of the sea. A little bit more movement here. No need to be. Kind of this. Just a little bit of texture in here. Stormy seas. There we go. A little more water on the brush. Kind of brings in some more of the texture. Just texturing here. Texturing the paper, texturing the colors, adding in colors. Just to bring out that storm of the sea. The stormy seas. A little bit more red in here. Very light red highlights. Maybe a little red over here too. See the water there. Reflecting colors that exist in the sky. Okay, we're gonna take another brush. Did I forget to? Oh, that's a different brush altogether. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just going to blend here. Do a little bit of blending. Use a dry brush for blending. Dry brush for blending. So then we gotta fix this section in here. Maybe I said I wasn't gonna fix that section. I was just gonna work on. We got this very turbulent waves just pushing in. The wind is blowing this way and blowing this way, bunching up against this sandbar here. But you know what we could do, just to make it seem more, is I'm going to create just a bit more wave here. Maybe, you know what, because we are in imagination land here, we can do that. Say we take this white and we take the wave here like this. I think we can do this. It's kind of like a tube. It's a big wave. We can do this, and I need a different brush to do this with, because I'm actually adding a lot more motion in from here. Feel it? You just feel this wave coming in? It's coming in from the side over here. It's just a big wave. Okay, and now I'm coming in. On the back side, it's got a lot of yellow. I'm gonna take this yellow and run it right in from the back like that. And some of this, the darker yellows, the darker colors, kind of, it's fine. Just trying to fix this side here where it just feels like it needs something coming over here. Big swell. Maybe that works. I don't know. It might work. I don't know. I may have to come back in later and just fix this. Or not. Kind of bring it in here. We want this sense of just that. Okay. Now, then we come in and we're going to sculpt this. I'm going to use a lot of this. A lot more light in it because it's really a lot closer in. And we're moving it in this way. This is a pretty big wave. Let's come in. Kind of just get that wave shape. Coming in here. So when we look at it from afar, we have the turbulent waves. It's kind of blending it in, and this is just will overshadow a lot of this. It has a little bit of this in it, like this. Kind of like that. Sort of blending it all down into this thing, into here. It's kind of how the water works and how it behaves. And I'm going to take this and tone it down with a lot of white. It almost has like a greenish tinge to it. We're thinking of what does this part of the wave look like. Kind of comes in here, kind of like that. It's kind of, suspension of belief. It's not, because you're coming in and looking at it, you're still looking at it. It's still part of it here. I take some of this blue, and we're just kind of shaping it in here, bringing it in. It's blue. Bringing this blue in. Kind of giving it life. Picking up some of the white. Just moving it in. Moving it. Picking the white up and moving it. A lot of spray. See? Really looks turbulent here. Then coming this way, taking a bit more from this other side. How it works like this barrel shaped. So water's just coming up, kind of in it, kind of there in it. It's, how's that look? And don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Now I think I can come back to, I think I'm going to work on the sail now. Just let this stuff all dry in this region here. And edge, the leading edge of that. Wish I had a white pencil. I think it needs to be a white sail, but I think we'll use this very light blue here to work on that. So come back. I'm going to take this color here, which is a metallic red. I'm going to use that to maybe the sail. It's kind of a brownish color. Maybe kind of goes back this way. We'll go in and take this pin here, pencil, dark blue. And we're going to just add that on here. And we got this sail coming back this way. Maybe it goes out a bit. And so we have that, just a lot of wind coming in here. Adding a blue sail. Okay. Connect it there. I'm using a color pencil because it has just a bit more control. I have a little bit more control over the curvature and the direction that I can pull the colors. I would like it to be a white sail, but you know what? This is what it is. And then we have this sail over here, and it's the back side, and so suspension of belief, huh? Hooked on with a, like that, maybe? Not really. I mean, it's a suspension of belief. We just sort of take the mast and we extend it out a lot further up. It's not exact, but got the back side of the sail and the front side of the sail. No, it needs a little guy in it. I think I might use pencil for that. Make a little guy in here. Maybe another little guy over here. It's not anywhere in proportion, but it's just sort of a suspension of your imagination here that we have this little guy here. And I'm going to grab a finer tip brush. I'm going to still got some black over here. I'll use some of that black and just the little guys here. Just like a little stump. A couple people along for the ride. Guy out in the front and somebody in the back. Maybe there's a till. Maybe something like this over here. This is the part where it's like really super kindergarten-y. Because that's the part, I don't do people. A little more of this black. There's a little person there. Well, hello, Vivian. How are you doing? You're coming close to when I'm almost done with this this painting. Stormy seas. For America's political scene today feels just like this, don't you think? Maybe a little of this black here. I mean, geez, you kind of like this. Can't let the black go to waste. Thank you. Okay. Go back and blend. Do some more blending in here. Some shadows. What was that brush I was using? I think it was this one here. Welcome. Thank you. I'm going to try an outdoor painting soon on my easel. And when I do that, there will be I won't be able to interact with the chat. So probably we'll try that next week. I haven't used my my big easel for a while. Actually, almost 2 years. Put this in here just to shape it. Shape this wave in here. And a little bit more of this blue. Just to have it some uniformness of the colors in this big wave that's right here. take a little of this over here, maybe some of the darker. We're going to add that in the backside, because you will see some light shining through both sides of a wave. Just a little bit of a shimmering of it. Mostly it's this. Bring some more of this into it. Give it some energy. Just a little bit of energy as it's rolling over this sandbar. Big wave coming in. And we take this brush, blend it in, blend those colors in. I'm gonna start wrapping this thing up here, so maybe a little bit of foam or something here. A little bit like this. Just some white water. A little bit of white water. Kind of a little bit more over here too. This big wave coming in. And then come back and we blend. Blend. Blend, blend, blend. See, how's that look? Stormy seas. I know this backside of this wave's it's not that wonderful. We got a big storm just blowing right in this way. This little guy in this boat, they're having a great time. Great time. I think I'm going to add a little bit of white onto the sail. Maybe just a little bit, just to blend it in. I like dirty gray sails. Okay, we're gonna shore that up. This up over here, a little bit of pencil, kind of on the mast, and where this is connected, like that. Okay. Maybe it's got some ties, some rope. Ties it there and connects it over here. Maybe connects it here too. little guy. I think this is about done. I think I might want to add some clouds though. Clouds could ruin the sky. Some happy little clouds in the sky. Just a little bit. Off there. Highlights. Some highlights. Just a little bit. Blend it in. Maybe I'll take this other brush. Here. Got these gray clouds in the sky. That. Not perfect, but kind of make it some clouds. Fluff them up a little bit. Add some texture to it. Kind of a fog over there in the distance. Over there, little fog or clouds lifting up off the earth. A little bit of storm clouds. They're just blowing in like crazy. Maybe just some yellow highlights in there. You got the sun, yellow highlights. Just to give it shape. Just a little bit. Just to give it shape. There we go. Stormy seas. Sailing on the seas of storm. Storm clouds in the sky. Waves beating the shore over yonder. An owl soars. Oh, maybe we need some birds coming in. Some birds, just to top it off. Some seagulls out there. This one's not cooperating very well, but it's all right. Another bird there, and maybe just a pop, dot. They're just flying over there. Just a little bit of life coming closer into the boat. It's bigger. It's bigger. Farther away. And so how's that? Stormy seas. On a Thursday afternoon, a painting began at 1:11 in the afternoon. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe and help my channel grow. For today, we did another session of daytime art on the 999 ASMR Tarot program. And this is what my card draw was for this whole experience. Creativity, followed by sort of a angst, and some angst, some anxious energy, and creativity. And this was a conservative piece of art. The tarot said that this is what the energy that governs my art, the Four of Pentacles, a spirit of conservatism. And this, of course, was a very conservative painting because I modeled it after something that I did in 2019, sailing on the stormy seas of a wildfire. Conservative art, and the tarot said it was going to be conservative. And this was what the tarot said would be, how many would be its response by you and me. But I think it was a little bit more jubilant. But I don't know. We'll see. It could have been jubilant. It was. I think everybody had a good time. And there wasn't too much fight in it. Hopefully, and the stream didn't collapse any time. I didn't notice the collapsing of the stream. But who knows, maybe nobody liked what I did today. But that's okay. There's another day coming where I will be doing something else. Maybe more paper mache. I mean, I know that this is not a masterpiece. This is indeed a disaster piece. A disaster piece meant to amuse you and me. Practice for me. Because God only knows I need a lot of practice with the paintbrush, the pen, and the pencil. For I am not a master of my art. I'm just a random guy doing stuff today for your amusement on the stormy seas of fate. And to now, I shall bid you all a good day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Vivian and Evie and Pat and all those others who tuned into this stream, to Sebastian, and to Bridget, and to Simone, who started out watching an hour and a half ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and have a pleasant rest of your week. This is Random Guy with 999 ASMR Tarot signing off. Bye bye.